This is just a check of the mic. I kind of look like a cave woman. Like, I feel like the necklace, all of it's giving cave woman vibes to me. But I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Oh my gosh. Y'all, real life turkey vultures in the wild. I feel like Bear Grylls. This is insane. So what I'm going to talk about today are the reasons why I thought I was a vampire, which is very interesting because I don't know, it's just not something that I thought other people felt. Like, I knew people watch vampire movies and like, oh, they're cool, but not that they were actually thought they were one. But like sometimes I would think I was a real life vampire. And I looked it up on Reddit, and apparently it's a thing. A lot of people have felt the same way that I was feeling. So, not that I needed to be validated in how I felt, but I feel validated by that. But anyways, so I have a list on my handy dandy iPad, which I love. I'm such an iPad kid at heart, for real, for real. The first reason why I thought I was a vampire is that when I'm in a crowded room, I can always hear people's conversations. If I'm at a restaurant, I can hear the conversations of the people next to us. This way, that way, that way. I know what everybody is talking about. I know what the waiter is frustrated about. I know the little beefs and the dramas going on with the kitchen. Like, I know everything because I'm paying attention to all of these different cues and seeing, like, and I hear all of it. Even when I'm in class and I'm in a big group of people and like everybody's like talking or like whatever, it's so irritating. And it's like, and I hate to be that kid that's like telling everybody to shut up because the teacher's talking, but it was so irritating in class because it's like I can't hear, like, I can barely hear what she's saying because I can't hear what you're saying all the way in the back of the classroom. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it was irritating. The reason why that's linked to being a vampire is because vampires can hear a lot of things. They have like heightened sense of hearing, So that's why, that was like vampire. But yeah. The next reason is because I don't like eye contact, which is a common thing with people with autism. But I don't like looking at people directly in their eyes. And with some people, it feels very, like, it makes me so uncomfortable when I have to look at them in their eyes when they're like talking to me. I don't know why. I never really would make eye contact with people because I felt like there was something so serious about it. And a lot of my vampire stuff is based off of like what I saw in like Wizards of Waverly Place and the Vampire Diaries. Love that, for real, for real. Love the Vampire Diaries. That's where a lot of my vampire like characteristics are coming from. I know they're like not real creatures, whatever, shut up. Vampires can compel people with their eyes. Like, they can look people really seriously in the eyes and like get them to do whatever they want to do. And it felt very like serious, and it felt like that's what eye contact felt like to me. When you're told to make eye contact with someone because it makes you feel like they'll trust you more. Like, to me, sometimes I like stare into people's souls and I get told that like like, I don't know, so like sometimes I make very strong eye contact. Like, I'm just staring, they're like seeing all the way through your entire person and being. Next, my pattern recognition. My pattern recognition skills are so high. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be tooting my own horn or nothing, but I have a pretty high IQ. Okay, I'm not saying that whatever, but like, I have a strong sense of recognizing patterns and things, especially with human beings and their behaviors and their different traits and how their different experiences have led their life to go a certain way and how that affects how they see the world and their perspective on the world and their beliefs and all of that. And I've always been able to kind of see that and like see the underlying things in people that people don't even see in themselves. And it's interesting because I see patterns in everything. I see how everything is connected to something else. How one thing caused another, even if it's not a direct causation, I can see how it eventually led to this happening. The next one is what I like to call my spidey sensors or my good reflex. I do have good reflexes, like I'm able to like Well, I would say that I have good reflexes. I'm gonna be like, but I have pretty good reflexes. And when I say spidey senses, like ever since I was little, I can always sense when somebody is coming near me. It's like I can feel the presence of another person when they're coming near me, even if I don't hear them, even if I don't see them coming near me, I can feel them. And it's interesting because like sometimes I've been in my room and the door's been closed and I'm like, I don't hear anything. I don't hear someone come up to it, but like I can hear when someone approaches my door and is on the other side of my door when I'm inside my room. And it's interesting because I'm like, I realize this isn't something that everybody has been able to feel, but I've been able to feel this presence when everybody is near me at all times. When I'm in class and say I sit in the front, I don't know anything that's going on behind me, I can always like feel the presence of people moving behind me, even if I don't see them, even if whatever, even if they're not near me at all. They could be all the way in the back. I can feel somebody moving. Like I can feel the movement. Next reason is awkward social interactions, which is very, very common among autism. Social interactions have been something that I have had trouble with for my entire life. I just never know what to say. I never know when's the right thing, or I never know what's the right thing to say, what's the wrong thing, what I should be talking about, what I shouldn't be, what I should bring up, what I shouldn't. Like if it's not directly spelled out for me, I'm probably not gonna see it there. Like but then I'm also really good at reading in between the lines with certain things. Like I can when somebody's trying to imply something, I'm very good at reading people in that way. But when it comes to like talking to people, it's hard. Like I don't know. I'm a good list. That's why I feel like I've always been a very good listener because it's so easy for me to analyze and like figure out what someone else is saying because I see their perspective and how they're saying it. And like, I see the lens and the experiences that they've gone through as a person to make them say what they're saying. But when it comes to me myself, it's like it's so hard for me to figure out what's the right thing to say. And there is no right thing to say ever, but I feel like there is. Like I feel like other people know the right thing and sometimes I don't know and I don't know how to like contribute to some conversations. There is a bug near me and it's a dragonfly, I think. A little scary. But anyways, vampires have poor social interaction skills for the most part just because they're kind of out of touch with everybody else. They're outcasts, they're different, they have their own ways of seeing things and talking to each other, whatever. So next thing, I don't like bright lights. I don't like very bright areas. I like to be in dimly lit areas. I kind of like to be in the well, I don't like to be in the dark, but I don't like to be in too bright. Like it has to be just right. The sun, like I'm not a vampire because I don't burn up in the sun and I don't drink blood. So we know I'm not a vampire, okay? Like don't act like I'm being for real. Like don't take me too serious. Um but I don't like bright lights. I like being in the dark. I like my little cozy, like I don't like using the big light in the room, but I gotta have the little lamps on the side, like with the warm lighting. I don't like very harsh, bright white LED fluorescent lights like that. It hurts my eyes. I don't know who decided that was a good idea ever in this world, but hey, I'm not the light bulb maker. The last one, which is just a funny reason, I just like wearing black. I'm not wearing black right now, which is interesting, but I love wearing black. If you ever see me, I'm probably gonna have something black on. My nails are black. I love painting my nails black. I love wearing black. And vampires wear black. They're dark and mysterious creatures, and I feel like I just kind of fit the vibe, you know? But I just fit the vibe. I just fit the vibe of being a vampire, being a little vampy vamp. But I don't drink blood. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that at all. Miss me with that one. And I don't burn up in the sun. Look at me right now. I'm glowing, glowing and flourishing. But anyways, so yeah, those are the reasons why I thought I was a vampire. And then at 20 years old, I was diagnosed with autism. Yeah, which it made a lot of sense. The autism diagnosis, it really made so many things in my life make sense. Like there were so many instances where I felt weird. I felt Like, why doesn't anybody else feel this way and I do? Like, what's going on here? And then there are times where I was gaslighting myself into thinking, oh no, you don't feel different, you're just trying to be different, you just want to be different so bad, you know? But then it's like, no, you girl, you're different. Like, turns out I'm not a vampire, I'm just autistic. But I'll take it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos. I love you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!